This is Scott Adkins, and you're listening to Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid commentaries.
2 years ago in 2012, a crack duo, one martial arts expert and surprisingly good mimic, the other a weapons specialist and professionally bearded, were sent to separate recording stations thousands of miles apart to do an 80s and 90s action commentary podcast for a crime they happily committed. Something James Spader told them about that involved an industrial drum of coconut butter hand lotion and a common household whisk. These men promptly created a passion-filled wave of action adoration that swept throughout the internet underground. Today, still wanted by Steven Seagal for making one too many jokes about his expanding gut and knitted hair, they survive as podcasters of fortune. If you love action, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you should be listening to Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid commentaries. This podcast, people, explodes.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid commentary podcast. I am Dr. Action.
And I am the Kick-Ass Kid, and it's our second birthday, and like many, many, many 2-year-olds, we've learned to scream, we've learned to run around, but we're still shitting our pants. And so, yes, happy birthday, sir, happy birthday, Doc, to our second year podiversary, podcasting birthday, whatever people want to call it. I don't give a fuck. 2 years, baby. It's awesome.
Happy birthday, sir. What 2 years it's been? It's been pretty damn good, hasn't it?
It's been tremendous, sir. It's been tremendous. It's been there's been thrills, there's been spills. Any particular episodes that jump out at you? Any that you go back and listen to or revisit at any point?
My favourites are The Punisher.
Punisher's a good episode. The musical episode, the infamous musical episode.
The week that we had Michael Winner guest with us on Death Wish 3 was a highlight.
That was a good one. That was way back near the beginning, wasn't it?
That was the third one we did.
The third one we did, yes.
And what else was the other one that was really, really... The Wild Geese. That's a good episode.
The Wild Geese is a good one. Yeah.
But they're all good. They're all classics.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I quite liked Cold Harvest, where we had Barbara Crampton on the show briefly. Mm-hmm. I loved Speak Timber. I really enjoyed doing Speak Timber a lot.
Yeah.
I liked China O'Brien and China O'Brien 2.
Yes, they were good.
I thought they were very, very good. And the less said about the bad pack, the better. Oh, I thought Uncommon Valor was a pretty good episode as well. I thought that was a pretty decent.
That was good.
And I loved the Jean-Claude Van Damme special we did with Snoog. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've had some good guests. Darren Shalavi.
We've had Darren, of course. Darren Shalavi we've had on the show.
Yeah, the Blood Moon episode was a good episode.
Yeah, we also obviously have collected our first celebrity listener in Brian Tyler, the score composer for the Expendables and Fast and Furious franchises. And, of course, our show now begins with an endorsement from the Brit kicker himself, Mr. Scott Adkins.
Yeah, how about that?
It's incredible, sir. It's incredible. And why don't you tell us what it was like for him to meet you?
Oh, he was shaking all over.
Sure.
It was very surreal. It was even more surreal that I handed over my copy of Ninja 2 for him to sign.
Yeah.
And he'd never seen that cover.
Oh, weird.
He sat there reading it going, oh, this is pretty good, isn't it? So, well, yeah, it's your film.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never seen the cover of it, and he sat reading it.
And I have to say, the more action that I've watched, or similar style of action that I've watched recently, Ninja 2 still stands head and shoulders above it.
Oh, Ninja 2 is a great film.
It's a great film. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. It should be the template for the Raid remake, even though there shouldn't be one. And like I say, the only time I'd be happy with it is if Scott Adkins is in it.
Right.
It should be the template for how an American action film should be, because I think it's a great American action film.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of space.
It's fantastic. If people haven't seen it, then it's our new cause, is to get everyone to see Ninja 2.
It's out in England on Blu-ray and DVD in May.
And it's already out in the States on Blu-ray, so...
Yes, it's well worth your time. It's a great film.
It is.
So good.
And so, what did you tell him? What did you talk to him about? So, anything in particular?
Just about the show. He did that.
Well, he knew about the show.
He went, Dr. Action. I can't believe you're here. I said I'd come.
When he stood up to shake your hand, was there like a big, sticky, sort of viscous fluid around his upper thigh? Was he that excited to meet you?
No, I don't think so. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
No, it was very surreal. You know, we'd sit there talking about our action heroes, and then all of a sudden, all it cemented into me was, if I ever met Jason Statham, I would probably faint like a girl who's just met Take That.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Adkins is up there for me, definitely, and I think we should, if we ever do a few modern movies, we should definitely look at the Undisputed series over on the Diner, and maybe even the Ninja series over on the Diner.
I think that would be a worthwhile course to do, certainly. Ninja 1 and Ninja 2, and the Undisputed films.
And obviously cover more Statham on the Diner as well. I think we should make a lot of 2014 action. I mean, looking at it, 2013 was solid action, and 2014 a little bit of a rocky start, but it's picking up with the Raid 2. It's picking up.
It looks like it's going to be a good year.
Yeah,
it looks like you've seen a really good film this week. I've seen a really good film this week, both action films.
Yeah, well, I've seen the two big action releases, Sabotage and the Raid 2. Both of which surprised me, because both of which were completely different than what I was expecting. And one turned out to be really good, and one turned out to be disappointing.
Yeah, you didn't like the Raid 2, did you?
No, the Raid 2 is awesome, but the Raid 2 is...
It looks like it's gone in a totally different direction.
Yeah, the Raid... I tell you what it is. The Raid 2 is like... And I hate to compare it, but the best way to look at it is Kill Bill 1 and 2. Only the Raid 2 is not shit. But what I mean by that is that in Kill Bill, you got the fast-paced wham-bam action thing after another thing, right? And it all felt, when Kill Bill first came out, there was a feeling of it all feeling new, interesting, and... watching it going, oh my God, Tarantino can direct action. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was that kind of surprise element to it. And I think Gareth Evans himself has said that second time around, we're not going to have that surprise element. He was well aware of it. He said it in interviews. He was like, people have seen CLAT now. No, right. People have seen CLAT now, and they've seen us do like a breathless 100-minute wham-bam movie. We can't repeat that, and we also can't expect people to be surprised a second time round. And so, with the action in particular. And so, with the Raid 2, he's crafted something that is, plot-based, character-based, is at sometimes art house, sometimes very still, very beautiful, very slow, and at other times... absolutely kinetic, absolutely frantic, absolutely insane. But, it's 2.5 hours long. It's not all action like the Raid, although there is plenty of that in there. You put it this way, you will not leave disappointed at all, but you will also have left seeing a movie that is completely different in many regards, while still having a lot of the same elements as the first one, in much the same way Kill Bill 2 was. Kill Bill 2, the reason why I don't like it as much as Kill Bill 1 is A, because it's not as good, but secondly, is because it's a completely different change of pace, and, it's doing something completely different with the characters, which while in Raid 2 works... I didn't think worked in Kill Bill 2, but that's the best way to kind of look at it.
I want you to have that blurb. On the US DVD release of the Raid 2, I want it to say, after movie Diner, Raid 1 is like Kill Bill, Raid 2 is like Kill Bill Part 2, only not shit.
No, I just couldn't think of another kind of...
Oh, I know what you mean, because they're two separate entities completely.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of another, like, action kind of sequels. It would be like...
It's gone for something different. It's like when The Matrix came out. The Matrix sort of wowed people, and I really liked The Matrix. And then I went to see The Matrix 2 thinking, well, it's going to be exactly like The Matrix, because they know that's what people want. And they went, no, we've put a load of shit in it.
Now, the best thing that Gareth Evans does is that... well, I mean, everything in The Raid 2 is the best thing that Gareth Evans does. But, I mean, is that I sat there for quite a lot of the movie, you know, thinking, this is great, really like this, it's really well put together, I appreciate the beauty, I like that there's plot and character and all the rest of it. But come on, where's my where's my Raid? I want him, like, running through buildings, taking down, you know, the next boss and the next boss and the next boss kind of thing again and again and again. Like, I just wanted more of that because I was so... you know, The Raid is up there with The Expendables for me as, like, two of the greatest action movies ever made.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not going to give anything away except to say, don't worry, you'll get that as well. You get Art House. I've said that it's Art House meets Grindhouse meets Kick-Ass. That's what, and I don't mean Kick-Ass the movie, I mean, like, kicking ass. I mean, it's got everything you could possibly want. In a weird way, you could go in as an die-hard action fan and absolutely love it. But you could also go in as a strokey beard, you know, French polo neck wearing, serious critic, and you could go in and enjoy it too. Because it has subtitles, it has long, beautiful vistas, it has, you know, waving wheat in the field, and it has... you know, a great set design, absolutely fantastic set design. That's
probably why it's been getting so many good reviews then.
Yeah. No, all the people, like I said in my review, it's almost like, because there was a lot of, like, pretentious wankers who don't like action, who are dickheads, who said about the first one, well, of course, there's no plot, no character, and blah, 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 because they're assholes and they don't know what they're talking about. And it's almost like Gareth Evans said, although this was a script that was based on a script that he had written before The Raid. It was written after Morantau, and he just retrofitted it for The Raid 2. But it's almost like Gareth Evans sat down and went, oh, no plot, no characters, eh? Okay, well, here you go. You get all that and action and a car chase that blows pretty much every other car chase out of the water since the Transporter films. And you know, and a bunch of other stuff. It's fantastic. You'll love every minute of it. You'll think it's great.
I can't wait to see that.
The only reason I wanted to talk briefly about it is I really don't want people going in expecting The Raid. I want them going in expecting a fresh, new, different paced experience, because I think if I'd gone in expecting that, I would have been a lot happier.
Yeah, I'm happy for Gareth Evans, because now people won't go in and going, well, he's just made exactly the same film. Because they'd all go in saying they want The Raid, then they come out and go, yeah, but he's not evolved, has he?
Yeah.
Which kind of means he has evolved, and he's done it with with a job well done. Yeah, no, the best thing about it that can be said about it is that, well, first of all, it's made for $4.5 million, which is just an insanely small amount. When you watch it, when you think it took 6.5 months to film, it's a 2.5-hour movie. It has, you know, whereas The Raid was in one building. I mean, The Raid still looked phenomenal in terms of set design and whatever, but it was in one building. This is across a whole city, in any and the countryside, in all manner of locations and in all manner of sets, with all sorts of incredible set design and whatever. You know, it really is. You know, there are certain scenes in it that are kind of, and I'm not overblowing this, there are certain scenes in it that are Kubrick-esque in their design of set, the way he's filmed it really slowly, and you know, the emotion and stuff that's going on screen. There really is. It's like Kubrick meets, you know, I don't know, Korean. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's like Kubrick means Korean. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's an unbelievable experience, and
And to do that on 4.5 million is absolutely unbelievable. And he said in an interview, it was really interesting. He said, because the interviewer asked him, I'm sure after the Raid you got tons of offers from Hollywood and blah, 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 blah. And he said, yeah, but, when we came to do the Raid 2, the only way I wanted to do the Raid 2 was in what I had with Raid 1, which was what he called like the creative bubble. Like he had his DP and he had his actors and he had his stunt team. And,
well, of course, as soon as you go to Hollywood, they go, yeah, we can give you a £70 million budget, but you don't get final cut.
Yeah,
You've got to do this. So for 4.5 million, well, the thing is, with the less money, you have to be more creative anyway.
Yeah, true. But, I tell you what, you'll go in there. It looks as good as any $200 million movie.
Yeah, well, considering that the film we're covering tonight was made for $5 million.
And the film we're covering tonight looks like it was made for $5 million. No, looks as good as any other $5 million movie. What else have you watched this week, though, sir? Why don't you give us a rundown of some stuff?
I've seen Captain America 2. Fucking awesome.
What can I expect? Because the trailers looked shockingly bad.
You can expect a good plot, espionage.
Nice.
It's nothing like a normal Marvel film.
Right.
Chris Evans nails it as Captain America.
That's the radio disc jockey, right?
Yes, that's him, yep.
Okay, good. He's finally taken over the role, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God. We need a ginger Captain America.
Is Danny Baker his sidekick in this one?
Danny Baker.
Yeah, nice.
In it. He plays a Winter Soldier. And
he plays a little bollock in a sack.
Yeah, he does. There's plenty of fist fights, and it's the first one is kind of shaky cam, and I was thinking, it looks good, but I wish you'd hold the camera still. And it seems to not be shaky cam after that fight. It's like they slow it down, but that's proper MMA style fighting. Gunfights, fist fights, a plot that keeps zipping along. It's a game changer, I think, for Marvel.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the best way to describe it, but I sort of sat there, and from the first interplay between him and the Falcon, I thought, wow, that's pretty good for a Marvel film. Yeah. And it didn't let up. I was really, really impressed with it. So I quite happily go and see it again. I saw it in 2D. You no need to go and see it in 3D.
And they've gone for a TV director again, because the guy who did
it's two fellas, isn't it, who directed it?
Yeah, but they both work on TV.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do like Community and a whole bunch of other like sitcoms and TV stuff. I don't even know how you would get round to believing that they could do a movie, but they went for a TV director for Thor 2, but then he had done more cinematic shows like Game of Thrones and stuff. These guys have done mainly comedies.
I would think it's because they're tackling a well-known Captain America series, The Winter Soldier. So I would think, hopefully, they've got them pegged down for like Captain America 3 as well.
They have. Well, one of them. Let me just see. Yeah, Captain America 3 attached, announced. So yeah.
Yeah. So they're obviously doing a continuation, which to me, I'm really happy with. So
yeah, because Evans has just reported that he's doing this, Avengers 2, Captain America 3, and then possibly has one more on his docket for Marvel, which may be Avengers 3, and then if they go that far, and then he's quitting, he says.
I have a fair idea what he's going to do with that, but I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to quit. I think they're going to wheel up some money to the back of his house if it goes the way they want it to.
I don't know if it's to do with the storyline.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. Don't tell me.
But yeah, well worth seeing. I hope I don't build it up too much, but just personally, I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, when it comes to comic book movies, you're a little bit more picky than I am. So, I mean, not in a bad way. I'm just saying. So yeah, I expect to enjoy it. Have you watched anything else, sir?
I'm just trying to think. I always get to this point and I go blank.
I can run through a couple of things. I saw. I don't know if you've seen it. I wanted to ask you about it, but there's the Zoe. Is it Zoe Bell, the stunt woman?
You're going to say you've seen Rays?
Yeah, you? I have. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like it, did you?
No, I didn't know. It was it was pish. Did you like it?
I've not seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pish. It was dribble. It was. I kept waiting for it to start and then it ended. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's one of them.
Well, because it's an action movie as if the makers of Saw had done it. And I was like, I don't want to see an action movie made by the makers of Saw because that just sounds terrible. And that was basically what it was. Instead of it being any actual good fighting, it was just, how can we, like, break some bones and smash some faces against some walls and have it all in sort of a gritty, grainy, green sort of sick colour? And I was like, oh, well, that's pretty boring. Fuck that. And then I saw a couple of movies that we're doing for the Diner, The Vindicator and The Eliminators, which should be going up this week with Doug Tilley. And then I rewatched The Negotiator. Where do you fall on The Negotiator, with Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey?
I don't think I've seen it all the way through, and that was years ago.
I mean, it's not really action; it's kind of thriller. I mean, there's action in it, obviously, but it's more like a high concept thriller.
I have no view on it. Tell me yours.
I enjoyed it. I thought I've always kind of liked it, but then I like the two actors playing off each other. You know, in fact, if anything, I wish there was more of that.
Well, it was a big film when it was released because they were both coming off. He was coming off Pulp Fiction. He was coming off like The Usual Suspects.
Annette Bening's Face.
Yeah, they were coming on that. they called her Annette Biscuit Benning.
Old Bicky Face. True story. Are you talking about American Beauty?
That's it. It was coming off that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know. I don't care. But that was a good movie. I enjoyed it. He wasn't coming off Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. No, not Dirty. He wasn't in that, was he? He was in
Pay It Forward.
No, well, he was in Pay It Forward, of course. But he was also in oh no, what was it? Hear No Evil, See No Evil. That was it. He was in that one.
Oh, he was in that one, yeah.
Yeah, and he was in that one with Dennis Leary where he gets kidnapped in his own home.
Hostile Hostages.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah, so what's that? I saw Snowpiercer.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, it is worth seeing. I can't say I'm as enthused as our friend and brother in the Second Unit Podcast Network, Kyle Polling, over on Blood Baths and Boomsticks, but I did enjoy it. It was a weird one. It's odd. It's part action, part sci-fi, part comedy, very, very black comedy. No, very dark comedy. An incredible stellar cast, like just an insanely stellar cast, who are all doing really, really good work in it. And, yeah, totally bizarre. Like Terry Gilliam meets The Protector or something.
Yeah.
Have you thought of anything else you've watched yet, sir, or do you want me to keep going?
I started watching that TV show called Banshee, action show.
Oh, yeah, any good?
Yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm very late to the party because it was I think it was made in like 2013, but yeah, so far that's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, I watched the trailer. I don't know whether I can find it online, but I'll have a look.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Because Cinemax is like Showtime and HBO both have online components, but Cinemax doesn't yet. I don't think they might have Max to go. I might have to check. If they have Max to go, I'll watch it. Yeah. I think they might do. I watched Muppets Most Wanted. It's a good action movie. I saw The Raid 2, which we talked about earlier. And then today, I had a triple bill of Death Wish 4, which is the movie we're doing this week, The Protector 2, Tony Jaa's The Protector 2, and then Death Wish 5. Have you seen The Protector 2, sir?
I've started watching it. I've not watched it all yet, though.
Yeah. I was... Listen, the action in it is, is great, as you would expect from Tony Jaa, and the choreography, but it was very cheap looking. There was a ton of green screen, and there was nothing whatsoever that compared to the inventive set pieces that are in that first one, except a couple of set pieces in the second one where they've clearly just tried to do it again.
Well, that's like goes with the raid thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
tried to repeat the success of the first one and not gone for something different. Is it again about a fucking elephant?
It is, yeah. It's about the same elephant.
Oh, Jesus. I'd have had the fucker put down myself by now. I'd be wearing ivory slippers.
Yeah, and it's got the RZA in it.
Yeah.
And he fights Tony Jaa at the end as if he's better than Tony Jaa.
He's not the final fight.
Well, you'll have to wait and see. But he's one of them.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's just... it just gets a bit silly. It's nothing like the Raid 2. It's nothing like the Raid and the Raid 2. I mean, the Protector...
The Protector 1 is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, the Protector 1 is amazing. And I watched the Protector 1 off the back of seeing the Raid and Mo Porn saying, when I went and stayed with him, saying, well, if you like the Raid, here are some movies you should watch. And we watched District B13 and we watched the Protector as a couple of kind of high kinetic action movies. And I put that up there now. That's along with some of the others we've talked about. It's like some of my favorite action movies. This sequel is kind of the complete opposite of the Raid 2 sequel in terms of they've gone ahead and sort of tried to do the same thing again, but without anything of the results. There's quite a pleasing extended bike chase, fight chase, rooftop chase, car chase thing that goes on for quite a while. And while it does have huge echoes of the bike chase in the first one in the warehouse, and there's just too much green screen and a CGI explosion as well, which was just really off-putting. And I understand that maybe they didn't have the money or whatever it was, and they tried to bang out a sequel and stuff like that. And it should. I tell you what, it should not have been called The Protector 2, other than it was the same elephant. I was just going to say, and I bet there's something else. I was just going to say, I bet the budget is more than the Raid 2. Probably.
And it is $12 to $15 million.
Wow. Yeah. No, this was... Yeah, no. I mean, look, Tony Jaa still got it. Not saying that at all. It just... Yeah, I mean, it's nowhere near as good as the first. That's all I would say. But do you know what is also nowhere near as good as the first? Death Wish 5. Death Wish 5 is now officially, I've seen the whole series now, Death Wish 5 is the worst part of the whole series, with 3 and 4 being my personal favourites.
Yes.
Because I think 3 and 4 do what you want, really, from what we've come to expect of the 80s Death Wish movies. In fact, 2, 3, and 4 are pretty... If you buy any Death Wish movies, buy that box set that has 2, 3, and 4 in it. I would say that's your best bet.
I did watch the first one again recently, because I picked it up in New York. I watched the first one again. And as a 70s... Yeah, as a 70s sort of action film, I enjoyed it. I really do enjoy the first one. But it is... I mean, it's plain to see that after that one, they were like, yeah, it's a good film. It's sort of, made for a crowd. Cannon got hold of the rights, and number 2, they were just like, right, we want more rape, we want more shooting.
Yeah.
More nonsense. And then number 2 is like the bridging the gap between 1 and 3, because in 3, shit just goes unreal in number 3.
Yeah, the fifth one is just... The fifth one is just odd. I mean, Michael Parks is a joy to watch as the villain.
Oh, yes. Yes.
and there's still some good scenes in it. But there's, for example, in 5, there's this big home invasion scene, right, where 3 of Michael Parks' thugs burst in with a variety of, like, high-powered machine guns and shotguns and stuff.
One of those is Dandruff Man, isn't it?
Yes, Robert Joy.
Yeah.
And, destroy all of Paul Kersey's pottery that he has in. Basically, they blow up bookshelves covered in pottery. That's all they do. But
don't you do that to my pottery?
Don't you come and shoot up all my pottery? Says Paul Kersey. But in it, he hides in a cupboard next to the fridge. Now, in the one that we're about to watch, Death Wish 4, we will see that behind the fridge is where he keeps his rocket launcher gun. So I was hoping that in this, because the other thing is that the safety or life of his woman is in jeopardy when they burst into the house. So you'd think he'd have even more incentive to get some enormously ridiculous gun and leap out of a cupboard and kill them all. But throughout the whole movie, the only gun he really uses is this 6-shooter, like a tiny little, Western 6-shooter, which he keeps in a, yuppie wall safe. And I'm like, that's not Paul Kersey. Paul Kersey behind his fridge has rocket launchers and massive, rifles and shotguns and things. Yeah, he doesn't, have a puny little 6-shooter. And so
don't shoot at me, I'm retired.
So it's just... it was just a little disappointing because I understand they had to kill the woman, but
of course they do.
Yeah, exactly, because he's had sex with her.
The best thing Paul Kersey can do is just wipe his dick on everybody, because as soon as that's touched somebody, they die.
Exactly, but no, it just watching them back to back, watching the 4th one and then watching the 5th one later, I was just like, that's not the same character, you know what I mean? It's not. You can't. I just thought that doesn't cut it. It really doesn't cut it. You could still have one of the 3 guys reach the woman and kill her, or push her off a balcony, or struggle with her, or whatever. You could still have that happen with him wielding a gun and at least taking the other 2 out. You know what I mean? But then the rest of the movie is spent ponderously him arranging these ridiculous deaths for them.
The deaths, especially one where he poisons the guy. That's just like a...
Poisons a guy's cannoli, which seems to go on forever. And then there's a remote control football that he wires up to a bomb, which, look, 10 out of 10 for invention, and in fact 10 out of 10 for the explosion. It was a lot of fun, but...
Yeah, it's a good death.
But, 2 out of 10 for giving a shit. I much would have preferred him just have a massive rocket launcher. Why doesn't he... If you've gone World War II gun in part 3 and you've gone rocket launcher gun in part 4, by part 5 he should be, armed to the teeth like Rambo on steroids.
What do you got there, Kersey? It's a fucking laser gun.
Yeah, he should be wheeling around on a fucking anti-tank, fucking huge gun.
Firing drones at people.
Yeah, he should just be fucking shitting fireballs in people's faces, not running around with a little 6-shooter. Shoot in the face. And what's the best thing that can be said about 5, the absolute best thing that can be said about 5, apart from Michael Parks, is that he...
He looks like a huge teddy bear.
Well, he looks like a huge teddy bear. But he's in a restaurant. He gives his girlfriend, who's dating this man, not only is he 72, but also every woman he's ever been with has died horribly. And he's really shit at keeping that quiet as well, because everybody knows who he is by the time you get to part 5. But he gives her a ring, right? She's like, oh, it means so much to me, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to go off and powder my nose. Goes to the bathroom, gets hideously scarred for life because Robert Joy throws her head into a mirror 4 times, really rather abusively. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, that's what would happen if Paul Kersey proposed to you the very next minute. You would have to be raped or beaten or shot or something would just have to happen. Hey, will you be my wife? Smack, crash, bollock.
Hey, you could at least wait until I've left the table.
Could at least wait till I go and powder my nose. So yeah, that was particularly hilarious. Not only that, but Robert Joy was dressed as a woman, which made him look like Kevin McDonald out of Kids in the Hall, which was hilarious.
Oh, such a good film.
So yeah, part 5, while I would suggest people watch it for a joke, do not watch it.
Death Wish 1 to 4, I've got to say that it's one of my favourite series of film. I'd love to.
Oh yeah, it's a great series.
If I could ever put them on the big screen for a day, like at the cinema, I'd love to put on Death Wish 1 to 4.
Can I say something without sounding weird?
Yeah.
I'd like to take Death Wish 1 through 4 and cut out everything but the rapes and just screen the rapes over and over again. Is that weird?
I don't know if you'd be able to do it, because who's got 5 hours to spare?
Either that or film more rapes and then put them into the movie.
Yeah. I can't remember this being in it. Oh, it's there. It's always been in there.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that you on the screen? No, it's not me at all.
We found this in a shoebox under Michael Winner's bed. He was like, more rapes, there, boy, more rapes.
I'd like a movie made entirely of rapes from start to finish. Everyone is... Yes, it just starts off, I'm singing a song, rape, 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 everyone's been raped, and then I leap in.
Rape, beautiful, rape.
And now we've lost our female listener. Oh, come on, we're just having fun with rape. Don't worry about it. If you're offended at all, good. And if you're offended at all, you can come round and rape me anytime. I'm always available for any women who want to come round and rape me. So that's the Dr. Action and Kick-Ass Kid guarantee.
Yeah, well, the guarantee is you're a struggler.
I am. I really put up a fight. But... But you see, we had got to 2 years' worth of episodes, and there was one taboo we hadn't really broken yet. So I thought, fuck it, now's the time.
That's the time. It's all good.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good.
And I've been reading the Death Wish book about all the Death Wish films. Very interesting story where they wanted to go with Death Wish 4. Was
it an excessive amount of rape?
Yeah, that's all it was.
Okay.
It was just Paul Kersey going around and just wandering into people's houses going, my God, there's a lot of rape going on here in Los Angeles.
Was it called Death Wish 4, The Rape Down?
No, they really wanted to go, sort of bigger storyline with Death Wish 4, where he's giving everything up.
Yeah.
He marries somebody, he goes and finds Jill Island from Death Wish 2, proposes to her because he's given up his life of being a vigilante.
Right.
And he promises her that he'll never kill anyone again. Right?
And when he shows up at her house, she's dead. And of course
No. She don't die straight away. She accepts his wedding proposal.
Yeah.
He promises that he'll never kill anybody again. She, of course, gets murdered by a gang.
Yeah.
But he's like sort of at the graveside saying, I made you a promise and I'll keep to it. He sets up a warehouse where he gets the gang to come to the warehouse. He captures everybody, hands them over to the police, but they can't prove anything. So then he has to break his promise and he goes around and kills them one by one.
Right. So it's kind of sounds like they used some of that for part 5, because that's basically... He doesn't really do the promise thing in part 5, because that just sounds stupid. But the proposal and the killing a gang one by one, that's part 5.
Yes. But part 4 is nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that at all.
It's a good film though, Death Wish 4.
Yeah,
I love it. I think it was the first one I ever saw anyway.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before.
Oh no.
Which I thought was quite surprising because I have that box set, and I remember sitting down on that box set and watching 1, 2, and 3 back to back. Why I didn't go on to 4, I've no idea. It must have been bedtime, I guess.
Yeah, no, but Death Wish 4 was great. I first saw it when I was 12.
That's the best time to see it. There's nothing in it, is there, really?
No, I think it might have been Death Wish 3 I watched first. I watched Death Wish 3 and 4 with my granddad. I was just, after watching Death Wish 3, I was just like, oh, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I could grow a tash.
Is there another scene in Death Wish 4 where he goes around and eats an old Jewish couple's dinner?
Yeah. There's always a scene with food involving Charles Bronson. The chicken's good.
I like chicken. I like chicken. I like the way that in that movie, in part 3, she just drive down the road and like her car get exploded or something?
They knock her out, take the handbrake off, and it rolls down the hill 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Tinks a car.
And then explodes, right?
And it just explodes.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah. I knew I should have wore a condom.
What I like is, as well, part 5 is set in New York again, because the part 4 is in California. But part 5, they go back to New York. In other words, Canada. Yeah. I looked at the filming locations the other night, and I was like, Toronto. Yeah, it's all Canada. Well, that's why you have Robert Joy and people like that in it, because they're all Canadian.
Mm.
And the guy who plays the lieutenant in part 5 is Canadian as well.
Mm. Yep.
When he goes, so Lieutenant, what are you going to do with me? And he says nothing. And he's like, if you need my help, Lieutenant, I'll be around. And he wanders off. Yeah. Having pushed Michael Parks into a vat of lye. And Michael Parks' face goes all bubbly and gory, which is quite nice.
Michael Parks is great, though.
Michael Parks is the best thing, isn't it?
Oh, Michael Parks is awesome. I've never seen him act badly.
Well, he always acts the same, that's why. And it's always appealing. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Right, then.
Yeah, should we crack on with part 4? Do we have any... Oh, no, wait 1 second. We've got all our... First of all, we need to announce that we've got a group that's going very well on Facebook.
Oh, it's going awesome, this group.
Which is facebook.com/groups/AMD and spelt out AND and then DAATKAK, which stands for After Movie Diner and Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid. So it's AMD, AND, and then DAATKAK. Check us out. That's the After Movie Diner and Dr. Action group on Facebook. It's absolutely fantastic. We're talking movies there every single day.
Yep, very, very popular. People are really contributing. I'm really happy with it.
They really are. I want to give a big shout out to all our group members. They are being fantastic with new ones coming up every day. Mark Burns sent us a birthday message. He says, I shall raise a fully loaded Uzi 9mm in the air and scream, happy mother-chugging birthday to the most kick-ass, head-smashing, car-crashing action podcast out there. All the best, gents.
And I met Mark Burns last week.
And is he epic in every way?
He is epic in every bloody way. He's such a nice guy. The most awesome beard you'll ever see.
Excellent. Did you want to read out filmmaker Phil's comment on the Dr. Action, the Kick-Ass Kid commentaries page?
Yeah, let me just go and find that.
It's on the page as opposed to the group.
Yeah, the page has gone quiet because we're posting everything there and it's getting more feedback, isn't it? On the group page. So definitely. I still post stuff. I still posted my raid review on the page and the sabotage review, and definitely. But we're sort of getting more people coming to the group. I think it's probably because Facebook are sort of blocking certain things from your pages.
Well, that's the thing, is you have to, unless your audience members go in and change their notifications, not everyone is seeing everything from the page.
Yeah.
So, yeah, annoying.
So filmmaker Phil says, you guys are the fucking best commentators. Please do a Tango and Cash commentary. That's one of my favourite movies. Who cares? It's not the best action, but it's straight up 90s action movie, so it fucking rocks.
Well, Tango and Cash is definitely on our list.
Oh, it's definitely there.
Definitely on our list.
There.
So we will get round to doing that. That is one of my favourites from back in the day. I can tell you that on Twitter, the Actioners, who are at the Actioners, says, congrats to Dr. Ash and Kick-Ass Kid and After Movie Diner on their 2nd anniversary. Respect the grind, and then hashtag salute. So thank you for that, the Actioners.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Did we get any more messages on the group, sir? I'm just going to check out.
We did. We got one from Chris Taylor.
Okay, give us that. Give us a read on that then, sir.
Let's see where it is. I don't know, because Chris Taylor comments on everything.
Oh, Chris Taylor's a gentleman and a scholar and a genius.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm just trying to look where it is.
Oh, and thank you very much, Eric Campos, for sending us your Rutger Hauer pick.
Yeah,
awesome
they were
work.
great, weren't they?
Yeah. And didn't he send us a Hong pick as well? Was that him?
Yes, that was him as well.
A James Hong pick.
Yeah, here it goes. It says, Chris Taylor. Thanks for all the shows, guys. Great to see it go from strength to strength. The new Facebook page seems to be doing really well. Always the highlight for me when a new show comes out. The video episode was a great treat to behold. Also thought as a backup episode that might be the odd Aren't They All episode of Lawman can be covered. For Doc Paul Crowson, how do you think Scott Adkins felt about meeting an action movie podcast legend? For John Cross, what did you think of Snowpiercer? I really enjoyed it, knew nothing about it and was surprised. Took me 40 minutes to realise that it was Chris Evans in the lead. And finally, for both of you, thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I think we've already answered those two questions in our earlier preamble, right?
We did. I think we did.
If we didn't answer them satisfactorily, I apologise. But there we go.
Yes.
And, so I think that's all the comments we got, right?
That's all the comments we got, yeah.
Again, we got people liking the posts but not commenting, which doesn't really help because the posts were please comment. So
Yeah.
Not quite sure why you then liked the post but didn't comment. If you can write to us and explain why you did that, it might help. But please don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please just like things.
Please just write something nice.
Yeah, write whatever you want. I don't care about that.
Yeah, because we'll only lie and say it was good.
Yeah.
And then if it is bad, we'll just delete it.
Yeah, I did find, I hate to mention this, but I did find one bad comment. I found one bad comment on Zarban.com where our commentaries get posted.
Yeah?
Yeah, I found one. I can't remember how I got around to looking for it, but I found one bad comment. I'm just going to see if I can find it now. It was on our Con Air episode.
Yeah.
On Zarban, this was. And they said... This was from Melinda Litke. And she posted this on September 26th of last year.
Yeah.
She wrote, "This was horrible. The hosts find themselves to be very funny and keep stopping to laugh at their own jokes and bad impersonations. I could only tell who was being impersonated when they explicitly stated who it was. 30 minutes of intro, which wouldn't have been so bad if it was interesting. Skipped ahead to the commentary and tried to listen, but it was not very informative or entertaining, and I gave up after 10 minutes. Such a shame, since Con Air practically writes its own commentary."
Well. Do one yourself then, Melinda.
Yeah.
You fucking cunt.
So, I'd say on our 2nd anniversary, a big fuck you to Melinda Litke. Even though I agree with absolutely everything you say, Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I don't agree with her at all. Why would I agree with her? Did you not hear filmmaker Phil earlier saying that we're the best fucking commentators? So look, it's just...
And he's a filmmaker.
Yeah, and so what it comes down to is that you just don't get it. That's what it comes down to.
You don't get it.
You just don't get it. You can't get it. I tell you what, Melinda, let me talk to you man to man. I want to say, if you're listening, she's not listening, but if you happen to listen to this episode, fuck you first and foremost. Find something hot and sharp and stick it where the sun don't shine. Melinda, listen, fuck you. You don't know who I'm impersonating, and you're crazy, because I've been impersonating a British guy this whole time. I've been pretending to be this John Cross kick-ass kid fella, when really, I'm Christopher Walken. So, listen, if you think I'm no good at impersonations, fuck you and the horse you fuck every night. So, I want no more to do with you, Melinda, you big, hairy-knuckled man, you.
Yeah, I'd just like to draw the attention to a certain Brian Tyler, who did all the music for the Expendables and the Marvel films, where he says, "Holy shit, I am dying laughing here listening to the awards. Brilliant banter. Thank you for the action, Oscar. Gonna tweet it tomorrow. This is fucking awesome." And that's Brian Tyler.
Yeah.
Hollywood composer.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sort of say that's his, but that's his.
Yeah, he wrote me a personal tweet which simply said, and I'm quoting directly, "The show is fucking awesome." That's Brian Tyler. So we're just going to leave it there. Because I think...
Go and have a look at Brian Tyler on...
I think we've rested our case.
On Twitter. He's the one with... picture with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
That's Brian Tyler.
Yeah.
That's Brian Tyler.
Yeah, and he spent a day driving around listening to our podcasts. And
In LA. In LA.
Yeah.
Melinda. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know who he said he explicitly never ever heard of? You. And he said he didn't know who you were impersonating and didn't know why you kept laughing at your own jokes. So,
yeah.
So that's nice. Nice of him to bother not to know who you are, but to know who we are. So that's very
And
good.
I don't think I'm very funny myself. I think my co-host is very funny.
And I think my co-host is very funny.
Right, are you ready?
I take pride in the fact that we find our own jokes funny. I don't do it for anyone else. I do it for us, so fuck it.
That's it. We're not doing it for some bitch called Melinda. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Canon. You know it's good when it starts with the Canon logo.
Oh, yes.
And then it's like I'm being drawn into the Canon vortex.
Yeah. The Canon Group Inc. presents.
I love the soundtrack of this movie.
Yeah. They're all good. Especially 2.
But listen to the piano on this. A Golan Globus production. Now, what has J. Lee Thompson done before? Anything?
Oh, he's done a lot of films.
Because we were accused of not having enough information on here. So, for Melinda Litke, did you know that the director of this also directed Messenger of Death?
He did.
Firewalker and Murphy's Law.
He also did The Guns of the Never-End, dear boy. The Guns of the Never-End.
The Guns of the Never-End. Lovely, lovely.
He did the original Cape Fear as well. And 2 of the Planet of the Apes movies. Yes.
Yes. He did... my favourite movie of his, actually, is Taurus Bulba from 1962.
Have you ever seen that film, really?
Have I ever seen it, really?
Yeah.
No. I have no idea what the fuck Taurus Bulba is. I like the look of it, then, I like the look of it.
He did quite a few films with Charlie Bronson.
Yeah.
Tenth Midnight, the Evil That Men Do.
Now, what I like about this scene is that it's true. If you're a woman alone at night, please walk through a car park in incredibly loud heels while not looking where you're going and just looking in your handbag. That would probably be the most sensible and safe way to traverse a car park, would be incredibly loud heels and rummaging around in your stupid handbag instead of having the keys out properly when there was light.
Yep, there she goes. I'd have had my... You see, I'd have had my keys ready.
Yeah.
I'd have took my high heels off if I was a woman. I'd have ran over to my car.
Yeah.
And
I would have shaved all my hair, got some tattoos, maybe taken a martial arts class, sewn up my vagina because I don't really need it, and bought a car that wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Although it's a BMW, I'm noticing. So what is this sequence saying about BMWs?
Yeah.
Not
They're
a
very
good...
poorly made.
Yes. Not a good car if you're looking to get raped. No, a very good car if you're looking to get raped.
Yeah.
Not a very good car if you're looking to save yourself.
There's one.
There we go.
Don't look down, there might be another one.
There might. If you look down, they multiply. But that's what happens with Mexican wrestlers.
Oh.
That's weird. Why would you look in your rearview mirror and then look over there? There's two more now. This is like some sort of creepy sci-fi. There's some guy behind that pillar just cloning...
He's the mad scientist.
Cloning nutcases.
3 now.
I've cloned 3 big guys. Also, by the way, guys, if you're out there and you're looking to attack a woman in a darkened car park in the evening, my suggestion would be wait till she gets in the car, because that way, if the car happens to not work, you can then really go to town. Whereas, if you attacked her ages ago as she was making that incredibly loud clumping noise coming through the car park, where would be the fun in that? Wait till she's in the car, make sure the car doesn't work, and then go at it with bats.
Yeah.
That's what I suggest. It's so much easier that way than attacking her when she was alone, defenseless, and outside of the car about 5 minutes ago.
I'd love it if they take these masks off and that's what they actually look like.
Right, exactly.
Oh. It don't take long to smash the window in, does it? Oh,
no.
There's another one. Ugly fellas.
I do like, though, the way that this scene, as we will see, kind of plays with what the audience expects of a Death Wish movie. This is kind of to say, this was the old Death Wish, you ain't seen nothing yet kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think it would have been fun if while they were smashing up the car, they sang like one of those railroad songs like people used to while they were like pickaxing the railroad or whatever.
Oh, they came down there.
Well, no, I mean, you know, just something like, we're gonna break the car now, gonna smash the windows.
We're gonna break our ass in.
Gonna pull you out now, gonna tear your blouse off. And also, don't forget, rapists, if you are going to do some raping, travel in 3s. That way you can hold her down.
Oh, yeah. They're like a pack of wolves.
It's pretty brutal, isn't it? Especially that bit. That bit is horribly, horribly brutal. This was written by a woman as well.
Just this scene.
Gail Morgan Hickman.
That's a guy, I think.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah.
A guy called Gail?
I'm sure it is, yeah. Unless it is a woman. And I was reading it through a man's perspective. I like his jacket.
Who the fuck are you?
Charles Bronson. Paul Kersey. I'm Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson.
Death.
Oh, he's dead. With a Walter PPK.
What I like is that he shoots 2 of them with 1 bullet, and then this other one just spends ages not dying.
I think it's just because he likes to play with them at this point.
So you think Gail Morgan Hickman is a man?
I don't know. I think it is because I'm sure he says that in his book, all filmography.
Oh yeah, it is a man.
Yeah, because he was going... Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, my mistake then.
Unless he's had a sex change since.
But I looked it up, I got the information, so that we can't be accused of not having information.
Yeah.
Please. Please stop. Please.
I love that he's put on his killing roll neck. You buy those as a pack of 5 for $20.
Yeah.
Vigilante roll necks, 5 for 20. That's weird, he's wearing a Chuck Bronson face mask.
Where do I get one of those?
That's so disgusting to see him sweaty like that. And lit in such a way that makes him look like he's made entirely out of latex rubber. He just looks like the spitting image puppet of Charles Bronson sat up in the bed there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And now it's... They were very glittery curtains, I was going to say. And now Liberace. But no, it's not.
I like this. I love this when he gets to her pictures. Yeah. They're not great, but pretty damn good.
They're not great. In fact, they're kind of shit. Look at the one I built. The one I built is big and tall. The one you've drawn is short and shitty. I don't like it.
I did some new drawings.
Fuck off with your yellow sweater. Look at that big fatty in the background. Who hired him? Probably a friend of Menachem Golem.
Feeling okay?
Yeah, sure. What do you think?
He goes, "You're feeling okay? Because you're feeling pretty okay to me." What do you think? She's drawn half a house.
Yeah. It's for shit, it's not bad.
It's not great.
For a piece of generic crap I've seen worse. Of course, I've seen a lot better, but...
Which ones? The ones I did.
Have you seen the ones I did?
Hello.
I have to say, though, considering, like, the age he was when he made this, he still looks the part, doesn't he?
66 when he made this.
Very talented girl, too.
She's a very talented girl. She's doing excellent yo-yoing at the minute.
Good story?
Yeah, did you really like it? Did it make you angry?
Absolutely.
Are you still coming over for dinner?
It made me so angry that I felt like beating up a woman. Oh, wait, is that not what I was meant to feel like?
I punched my secretary in the twat. That's not the point of doing it, Paul. Oh, I'll send you some flowers to say I'm sorry.
I thought the point was to incite people to batter women.
If that was the case...
If that was the case, it worked. And after reading it, I'd beaten up 17 women before I had to be pulled off it by Fatty in the office. Oh, nothing like some good woman-beating jokes to start a commentary.
See, he knows that something's not on, doesn't he? He knows something's not on because he's sort of watching her.
Yeah, well, no... only punks drive lemon yellow cars.
Yeah. She's smoking the reefer.
He's not to be trusted. He's got stupid hair.
You do know that once you've smoked the reefer, that only leads to harsher drugs.
Yeah, the moment you've had one toke of a joint, you've got to get up to your eyeballs in cocaine.
Yes.
Down at the shooting gallery, where all the drug addicts hang out.
And that guy with the shorts.
I love this where they come over and play and they're like, if you ain't got money, you can't play the games. I love this. So stupid. This is the most crowded arcade that has ever existed. No arcade was ever this crowded, even in 1987.
You don't play.
You don't pay? You don't play. I play Pac-Man. Look.
That guy with the mullet, he's like, just one more game of air hockey, man. I've already told you.
I got the high score on pinball, you fanuki. Get out of here.
How you doing, man? What's going on? Oh, there. Look at her. Oh,
look at her. I'm going to touch her chin.
He's a chinist. He loves a bit of chin.
Oh, he does. He likes a good chinning.
What you guys got planned for this evening?
He masturbates to Bruce Forsyth on a regular basis.
Yeah, he's a big Jimmy Hill fan.
Just like I promised.
I'm going to give you some cocaine. You're going to take all of it and die.
Thanks.
Hey, remember.
She only dies because she goes to the shittiest hospital known to man. We've looked at her, and she's dead.
Are you going to try and do anything?
No.
Nah, what's the point?
We pumped her heart a couple of times. It didn't work. Saw this on Quincy. It didn't work, so giving up.
What do you think about that boy?
What do you think if we don't go out to the movies and instead I just fuck you on this couch?
He does well in school.
And then soon you'll die.
I like that shirt, though. Look at the lapels on the shirt.
I like it. He's got a good look.
He has got a good look.
She feels the same way about you.
Ooh, do you think I've got a chance with it?
And though I'm an old man, but everything is still in working order.
As you know, I'm as stiff as a rock.
Oh, you are not getting out of this conversation that easily.
I was thinking, what conversation were they having exactly? She just admitted he liked her, and they were about to go out to the movies. Why do they need to talk about anything?
I think she wants him to move. She wants the Bronson around all the time.
If I was Bronson, I would just turn around and go, listen, I have killed 175 people with a World War II machine gun. I don't need to listen to your shit.
Yes.
I think this is the same character who only a couple of years ago was in London.
Yeah, stealing Jewish people's food on the Sabbath.
Have you got any stuffed cabbage? I met a great couple of Jews.
I'm sorry, she took a lot of cocaine. I wanted to help, but then I had to have my hair done. Look at the wonderful perm they've given me.
That is proper. I'm a doctor at the weekends. Look at my hair. Turn to the side. I've got a mullet.
Now look, right? They got called and came to the hospital, right? But they only just started to try and resuscitate her. So they had her in the hospital, called her up, the mother up. The mother spent all the time getting to the hospital. Then they tried to resuscitate her. At that point, she's already dead. The time to resuscitate her would have been when you first brought her in, having an overdose.
Yeah, they're like, our mum's turned up, quick, look like we're trying to do something.
Try something, quick, try and wipe off that fake moustache I drew on her.
With America, they're probably waiting to find out if the mum wanted to pay for it.
Yeah. Does she have health insurance? She doesn't. Ah, damn. Your daughter's death will cost you $65,000. I love the way he walks out to tell her that her daughter's dead with as much urgency as he walked into the room to try and not save her.
I'll probably go and tell her.
I love the way Bronson is immediately on the case. Does he stay with his grieving girlfriend? Nah. He starts tailing the greaseball son.
I think it's good though, isn't it? It's as soon as
to me, yeah. The joke about the Death Wish movies by the time you get to part 4 is everybody knows that whoever he's with and whatever children they have are going to be killed or raped or both. And so once the daughter dies, Kersey is on the case. There's no stopping him.
He's just the bloke with the shittest looking films. He's up there with Rambo.
What do you mean the shittest look?
Wherever he goes out with dies.
Oh, the shittest luck. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, yeah. It's good by the Dodgems. This is like the weirdest place because I'm like, really, all the tough kids hang out on the Dodgems and play fucking pinball.
Let's go crazy on the Dodgems.
I like to take speedballs and drive the Dodgems around. I like to stick an 8-ball up my ass and then drive a Dodger and play pinball, yeah. And while at the same time I eat cotton candy. Well, I say it's cotton candy. Really, it's cocaine.
I love the acting now from this one.
You're the one that gave her the special package.
He's like an American Aid Edmondson. I quite like the editing, the fact that while he's shouting, you see the Dodgems smashing into each other.
Oh yeah, I think it's a really well made film. Ooh.
He's fisting him right in the cock. He didn't have a knife in his hand.
No. He looks sharp.
Have you noticed that no one can hit Chuck Bronson?
No, it just deflects off his awesome leather jacket. Bounce off.
I think this is the best look he has in all the movies.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This one. And weirdly, he also seems to be the most fit. He almost seems younger here than he was in the third one.
He does. And they said in his book he didn't like extravagant action set pieces because he liked to do the stunts himself.
Yeah.
Except in number 5 when he falls off the building.
Oh! Luckily, his fall from that very high building was saved by a garbage bag.
Steps him in, gets shot by another dealer. Why? Who knows? These clowns.
I like the guy questioning this guy.
He's brilliant.
Sergeant Ryder? Yeah?
Why does he have handcuffs as a belt buckle?
Yeah. Coronado.
He's got a key ring in his ear.
The last 3 numbers.
It's don't forget my keys. I hanged them from my ear.
That's all you remember. Man, I ain't a fucking detective, man.
You can tell I'm not a fucking detective. My t-shirt's all ripped.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, my nipples are showing.
So, Phil? Go play detective.
All right.
Do you suppose he went out with a full t-shirt and it got ripped in a particularly excited game of Miss Pong or something?
Yeah, I think it's probably it's such a god, sex god, that women were just trying to rip his t-shirt off. Oh, I have mail.
It's just junk mail.
This is not the DVD I ordered from Amazon.
I could have won $1 million. No, wait, I didn't win. Fucking junk mail. I never win any money. I can now... I'm an architect, I'm not a reader. I draw houses, I don't read books.
Who is this?
I think this is me.
This is not the hooker I ordered.
I'm not going anywhere until I know who this is and what the hell you want.
I know who you are. I'm Charles Bronson.
Have you seen some of my films?
I was in the 30 dozen. Have you seen that film? I want to meet with you. Have you seen The Magnificent Seven? I like to make films with numbers in.
I played chess, just not very well. I like how he plays chess, plays the piano, has been to China, has old maps on the wall. Like, he's a really eclectic guy, as Paul Kersey.
Oh, yeah.
Likes a bit of everything. And is never far from a woman that he can sleaze all over. Did you see how he wasn't able to put the phone back on the phone? He put it down wrong and then looked down at the phone and went, I got it wrong. They cut to save him.
Yeah. He said, I bet upset. It was just like, and cut. Nobody look at Charles Bronson. I'm with the Madrid now. He's got a great walk as well. He does look like a bloke who you wouldn't mess with.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the old school, one of the old breed. They don't make him like that anymore.
Good evening, Mr. Kersey.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, it's not evening, it's still daylight outside. I don't like your carpet. I would have hardwood throughout this whole place. Those fucking lamps are disgusting. What have you done with the place? Your wife looks sick in that portrait.
I love that. He says, if this is about money, this place must be worth more than I'll make the rest of my life.
It's because I'm only going to be alive another 10 years.
Not your money I'm after, Kersey. It's your professional skill.
Do you like me, Mr. Kersey? I've tried to go for your look. You're failing.
Do you like me, Mr. Kersey? Do you want to touch my wife's balls?
I know who you are, Mr. Kersey, and I've asked you here. I want to touch your mustache.
I was very upset that when I asked the portrait painter to do my wife, he did my wife. I had to kill them all with an axe. Also, I don't think he captured her testicles properly. I asked him to specifically get the testicles right, and then he painted her in that bloody great big dress. That was stupid if you ask me.
3 months ago.
Balls, I said. I want to see her balls. Have you ever made love with a transsexual, Mr. Kersey? It's quite...
It's going there. Have you ever touched a transsexual's penis, Mr. Kersey? I've never had the pleasure.
Have you ever been with a hermaphrodite, Mr. Kersey? It's not gay if they have both a cock and a vagina. That's what my rabbi told me. You don't look Jewish. I'm not Jewish.
You gotta eat stuffed cabbage. The Jews make the best stuffed cabbage.
We got any stew. It smells lovely. I'm just going to go upstairs and put up another tie. I get dressed into something more comfortable. An entire evening dress. With pearls and a tiara.
I need a few days.
I need a few things. A close-up is not one of them.
I wonder if they buried their
All his previous girlfriends and daughters have a plot here in the cemetery.
This is just the land that Paul Kersey owns.
This is all the people who I've killed or have been killed because they've known me.
Welcome to my back garden.
It was too...
I love this, where he pulls over the car.
What's going on?
Straight into a walker.
Yep, he just knocked over an old person.
I know how you feel because I've been there. You think you should have done something different, but that's not so. It's not true.
I've been there so many times, it's insane.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it? 4 different times that my girlfriends and daughters would die. But they did. Get over it. I did within seconds.
So helpless.
I like how he says, it's those damn drugs. No, actually, it's the people who take the drugs. If you want to take the drugs, that's your choice, isn't it?
Write about it. Let people know about drugs. Just keep pumping.
Write about it on public toilet walls. But drugs are no good.
Write about it in the paper, and then they'll simply tear the paper up and smoke drugs with it.
They'll roll it up, and they'll snort cocaine through that.
I love this guy. He goes, what do you want to do the story on? She goes, drugs. Don't bother doing a story on drugs. Everybody's on drugs. I'm on drugs. Look at this sweater vest I'm wearing. Who else would be wearing this if they weren't on drugs? I'm high on cocaine and PCP right now. Look, my hair is fake. That map behind you is melting. Everything about me is crazy. Everyone out here is on drugs. You're the only one here who isn't on drugs.
Oh, come on, Karen.
Now,
The camera crew are on drugs. The director's on drugs. Whoever wrote this shit is on drugs.
know what you're doing. I don't want the cops finding your body lying
he goes, now, go outside, find the dragon, who I know is outside, and get a story about him.
You're sure you want to do
I love this now, when they look at all the
Would you like to
bodies.
see all the dead bodies that have died because of drugs? Wonderful. Come in here.
Awesome, and he gets through and goes, I fucked this one, I fucked that one.
Now, before we start, would you like some heroin? No. I'm here to see dead bodies about drugs. Yes, but I'm tripping balls right now on some nice ecstasy, and I'd like to take some heroin to bring me down. Would you like some heroin?
Do you want to see the body?
Is everybody on drugs? Yes. What's that all over her face? Drugs? Yes.
My dried spunk.
You see that cabinet behind me? Drugs.
I fucked that bullet hole. he's just going around saying the most extreme things that he's doing. He's like, oh my God.
Died of a stroke from repeated cocaine use.
Died of a stroke from repeated fucking by me.
13-year-old little girl.
The line that she says in a minute is incredible. It's so 80s.
13 years old?
What, do I stutter?
They're all children.
They're all children.
Oh, I thought you only wanted to see children. I brought you into the children wing.
Oh, no, I killed these. I keep these myself so you had something to look at. Oh, I like...
Yeah.
She wants drugs.
Hi, please press your check jacket next to my check jacket. I know they clash terribly, but it's visually interesting.
She's going, no, I want another corn dog. That's what I want.
Hey, I'm walking here. Trying to sell some drugs.
That's what? Smells what and works for who?
What do you want it for?
You're not a cop.
Matter?
Well, you're no cop.
I think she should, instead of biting into that, she should just be blowing it.
Yeah, I'll do it for free.
Information you're talking about.
I like this guy. He doesn't want to be hit by cars, but is standing right in the middle of the road to the point where these two cars can't even pass each other properly.
He's as though he's a roundabout.
The director's like, yeah, just stand wherever you want. The car drivers are like, really? He's going to stand there? Shut up, I'm the director. Get me more drugs. But aren't we making a movie against drugs, sir? I don't care. I directed The Guns of Navarone.
No. This is a drug film about drugs. It's like Bill and Nolden in Las Vegas.
Are you going to tell me, after making The Guns of Navarone, that I can't have any drugs? For God's sake. Give me some garam drugs now.
Tony decided to invade Zacharias' territory. It was the beginning of a gang war. Zacharias stepped in, quickly negotiated a truce. But you can take it from me.
Oh, this guy's not alive anymore.
Neither's Chuck Brunson.
No, this guy died in 2007.
Right?
I'm gonna need.
When did Brunson die?
2003?
He lasted, didn't he?
Yeah, 2003, aged 81.
He'll give you everything you want.
Well, I should be so lucky.
Yeah, I'll never see 81.
No. And I'll never be able to squint into the near distance and look that cool.
I just talked to forensics.
I will. Glaucoma runs in my family.
I love that. I can never do these damn puzzles.
It matches the slug
What are you
found in
talking
the
about?
Stop trying!
Listen, I like to freebase and then try and do little wooden puzzles. Bubbles. I call them bubbles.
Just came over the computer. There are 28 blue tornadoes in the state with the last three numbers.
This guy should have really been played by George Takei, I think.
Oh, my. That's all he says. In the whole film. It's just like, ooh, that's a cock I'd like to sit on.
I can't do his laugh.
I know, I can't do it. But like, what do you want to see? How do they not know that he's already the vigilante? Every fucker else knows.
No. Come in here. I've got some really shit drawings that was done by the girl who died. Look, she was shit at being an architect.
With the traffic and everything.
I'm going to do a drawing now of a roll-for-roll.
Can you guess what it is yet?
Those are the biggest glasses I've ever seen in my life.
Steven Seagal models of those. He went,
Do you think that's what it is?
I like them, Johnny, but make them yellow. They're special architect's glasses. All architects wear them.
Well,
Do they make you see better?
No, but they make you look awesomely cool.
So what do you think?
I think we better.
I think he looks like Charles Bronson. Do you think he looks like Charles Bronson?
What do you think? I think I liked him until he put on those fucking glasses.
Zacharias grew up in the
Zacharias is a drug dealer. Kill him. The other guy who I've asked you to kill is a drug dealer. Kill him.
graduated to numbers and was recruited by.
Here are some
I love
pictures of some
Zacharias.
people I'd like to
Committed
kill.
his first murder when he was 19. Charming, delightful fellow. Loves his work.
Hey!
Loves his work, and he loves blue sweaters even more. do you even buy fucking Charles Bronson as a way to cook Leo?
No. But I like how he actually attempts to do it properly. He's like, they want champagne.
More champagne, sure.
Sure, I get more champagne.
I'm surprised he just didn't go around trying to eat the food.
Jim, you bought me a cake with titties on it. I love it. Great.
Come on, man, blow the candles out, will you?
I don't know whether to eat it, fuck it, or eat it and fuck it at the same time. That's such a classy cake, isn't it? That's the classiest cake you've ever seen. I hope Claire's going to make you one of those for your birthday.
Oh, yeah, she will do, yeah. I like this. I like this now, what he does. It just show how hard he is.
Yeah.
Oh, Zacharias.
I have put it in my mouth, yes?
I think it'd have been better. The hardness would have been more if he'd have whipped out his cock and put it out on that. Because you're actually just putting it on your tongue, which is wet.
Or just stuck it down the tip. I shouldn't have done that. How's the candle? Better than the fucking cake. Who fucking baked this cake?
Who the fuck invited Peter Jackson to me?
I don't understand it. This cake doesn't have any drugs in it. Take it away, Daddy Trejo.
Jack, glad you could make it. We're playing babysitter, huh?
I'm not amused.
This is before he went on to make Lord of the Rings.
You have bought me a bomb. I will laugh very loudly in brown trousers. Make sure that the brown trousers I have are higher than anyone else's brown trousers. There's a waiter. I'm just going to go off and try and find some water in my little bucket. Maybe I'll just take a shit in a bucket.
Oh, a fool. Let's hope he can put this one down properly.
Yeah, I can pick phones up, but I'm not very good at putting them down again. Hopefully the editor will save me. Who are all these kids at my party? I don't have kids.
Oh, well done.
He had to practice that.
Take 20.
There's nothing better than black trousers and white shoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's just such a classic 80s look.
Oh, it just says class.
Much quite like the male perm and beard combo that old brown trousers has gone for.
I am a fan.
Look at that. Yeah, my pants are really high-waisted. I like them that way. Keeps my gut from imploding.
Keeps my boobs high.
Oh, I don't think Tony Joe would be happy. He has big elephant tusks.
Tony Joe comes through. You see my elephant? No, Joey.
That is a marvellous jacket. This movie is a world of jackets.
Yeah, and hair.
And hair.
I'm telling you,
Ed. He's got my favourite look, this guy.
The bearded guy.
Yeah, the bearded guy.
Jonathan Rhys-Davies.
They have your father in the belly of that steel beast.
It's a good beard.
I'm originally from Wales. This guy's such a twat, isn't he?
He deserves everything he gets. Where have you been? I've been playing cricket.
How about a drink?
You'd wear that.
I love the way he goes, they get really big titties, they're all saggy and flopping everywhere. I'm like, why would that be a good thing?
Flopping all over.
Flopping down by the knees. I love 60-year-old broads.
I love it that you sent me down to Florida where they're all over 80. I had a great time crawling around on my hands and knees licking their nipples.
You know I have a special kind of kink, Zacharias. I love dry cunt.
No, don't worry about it. I'll take care of that fuck personally.
It's quite brutal what he does to him. Look at that, he's killed him and not a hair out of place.
Yeah, Paul. Also, why would you kill him on your really expensive carpet? He's got to have that whole carpet redone now. Meanwhile, Paul Kersey is in the other room furiously masturbating.
Yeah, I love death.
I love it when they kill people.
Why does he just shut the door so it makes a noise? I do like it when he gives hair. Maybe there's some money for it. Maybe make some extra money. Sure. I was having a shit.
If I was him, I would have had my pants around my ankles.
What's your name?
Oh, you got me pleasuring myself in your butt.
I'd have pulled my trousers down by my ankles and just sat on the toilet. I have chronic diarrhea. I saw nothing.
Right. I don't know nothing. Good.
I know nothing.
Or I would have made sure that I had a massive erection and just went, look at my big cock, deal with it.
This is what it gives it away what you're going to do. Oh, okay. Oh,
it's perfectly normal.
I hope when I die, I'm carried out of the hospital like that.
By Chuck Bronson. What's really funny is if they think he's a real waiter, that they think they could just say to someone from a catering company, carry this dead body out of the car, will you, chappie? Make it snappy.
Oh.
The battery of your car is going to be dead. You've left your saxophone music playing.
So instead of probably using the car to get away, he walks.
Yeah.
But he can't remember where he's at.
He does look very cool, though, in that outfit, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. I'd have liked it if he'd have spent the whole film in that outfit.
Yeah.
First you'll have to kill Machete.
Then you'll have to kill Danny Trejo's gay cousin.
To execute this policy.
I love this. He goes in his wild wines. Why does I say wild? He's a wild.
Where did he get like wines from? No, I don't. I mean, obviously, like you could go in and buy wine, but it's meant to be a new vineyard, right? So you couldn't just go in and buy fucking whatever Rosemount Estate or something. You couldn't just go in and buy. You'd have to like fake up some wine. So.
The guy at the store said this wine was very good.
The guy at the store said it was explosives.
Is it a bomb then? Oh, you figured it out. Okay, how he puts the wine sticker on perfectly.
If you think I had trouble with phones, look at what I had to do. I mean, this is some elaborate fucking scheme, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't have just walked in and, I don't know, thrown a bomb at them?
Well, no, the writer says that he was going for, like, the fistful of dollars Yojimbo thing where he plays them off against each other.
No, I understand that, but I mean, the whole elaborate thing about the wine.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he could have just gone in and just put a fucking bomb in there.
Yeah, right, just gone... Hello, I'm Chuck Bradford. Would you like my bum? Just placed it on the table and then go, what the fuck? And then...
I've got some great hand grenades.
I have a sample of the first pressing here. Thought maybe you'd like a taste.
Have a sample of the first pressing here. I thought maybe you'd care to have it thrown in your face.
You look like a cultured gentleman. This is 7-Up. I think you'll find it delicious.
It is a new brand of strawberry Mountain Dew.
Don't do that. You look gay.
You look stupid.
Not bad.
Let's see what your customers say.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Fuck you. Whoa. There he goes.
Gentlemen.
That's where we sat in that Chinese restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah. Gentlemen, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? You look stupid.
Yeah. I know your face. Did you ever live in San Francisco?
I know your face. Machete don't forget a face.
Boise. I know you. I never forget a face.
Throwing...
That's awesome. Oh, that's quite clearly a dummy.
Back then, throwing water in Machete's face completely disorientated him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Look at that sweater.
That sweater's awesome.
The fuck has my wife bought me? There she forced me to wear this shit. Who wears a sweater like that? Only an imbecile, only an asshole.
He's got such a great look on his face.
He's grinning his face. He's going, yeah. He's going, yes, it is right. You do look like an asshole.
Or I'll get somebody else.
In technology grand. Meanwhile, his girlfriend has been completely forgotten about.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah. Wasn't I having sex with somebody? Oh, no, wait a minute. I need to kill at least 50 people before I can get an erection.
I find a hooker. What, so we can have a threesome? No, I need a kill that I can get an erection. Stick it in you. I like it out. All the videos are canon.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, canon. I'm looking for Death Wish 3. Have you got it?
Mo would just have a field day in this
Oh, yeah.
video.
And if George Bronson walked in with a little lunchbox. Oh, no, he's got it in the briefcase.
I love this little machine pistol thing.
This is awesome. How many what? How many kids have you killed with this shit? He has got a great look in this film. He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he likes his Cannon film, look.
Look, there's Naked Face up there with Roger Moore in it.
Yeah. I appear to be in Death Wish 4.
They didn't ask me to be in Death Wish 4.
Field of Honor.
You just sell drugs to children.
Oh, come on, it's a business, man. I'm only a supplier, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't make the kids use drugs.
So much.
Breakdance the movie.
You don't do it, someone else will.
That's right. No, that's exactly right.
Field of Honor.
I mean, what?
How many children have you killed with this
shit? I do like that.
Yeah. It's not drugs, it's talcum powder. How many babies have you bathed with this talcum powder?
Leatherface.
Just stand back and let the hairballs blow away. Bodies all over the place don't make good press, and there's an
Have you got heartburn?
Who suckers for office? Look, the Romeros lost 3.
While he's there, I'd witness. While he's there, I'd just be like, no, what can I get?
Take them out. See what happens.
Maybe I read a movie tonight. What should I get? Should I get sci-fi, horror, action?
This case has priority.
What do you suggest I watch?
I would suggest something by Canon Films. Who? It's called the Canon Film Video Shop. I thought it would be obvious.
See, when I first watched this, I'd never seen Fred Williamson in anything.
Yeah.
So for years, I actually thought...
That was Fred Williamson?
Yeah.
He wants our territory.
He's very cool, though, that guy.
Yeah, he's very
In fact,
cool.
I wish him and the bearded guy survived and then went into business as lounge singers or something.
Yeah.
Number one.
Hey, we're going to sing the blues.
Just be like, we're one, two of a kind. We both kill people, but they don't buy.
We're both high killers.
He's got a mustache, and I've got a beard. Throughout the world, we are totally feared. Because he's got a gun and a license to kill. Well, he doesn't have a license, but he does it anyway.
Dad, why don't you?
These two have got a great rapport.
They just spend the whole scene laying into each other. You've got a face like shit. Well, you got a limp dick.
What's he say about something? We should lose weight, you fat dick.
He says,
Just shut up and let's go.
he says, the other one's easier for you to get into. And she's like, this one's easier for me to get out of. I thought you'd like that.
Is that? Oh, yeah.
What do you mean you don't like my
Look, I'm getting
dress?
tired of your mouth. You didn't know that? I told you the dress was tacky.
The one you picked out had purple roses on
The
it.
one I picked out was better for you. You look like a giant rooster in that one.
You look like a giant rooster is what he says to her.
Been there so long. It's easy to put on.
This one's easier to take off. What are you complaining about?
I don't know.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would one be easier to put on and the other one be easier to take off? Surely the difficult one to put on is the difficult one to take off and vice versa.
I don't know. I've never worn a dress. Maybe it's all in the science of taking off the dress.
I would imagine most dresses are easy to take off if you've got a big enough pair of scissors.
Yeah.
How much does this dress cost? Thousands of dollars. I don't care.
I can make that just by killing a man.
Get me the cotton shears. I'm cutting the fucking thing off.
They are, folks. Mr. Scumbag.
I love my little sandwich.
The opera anyway.
I like the opera, all right?
They don't even sing in English.
I love that line as well. He may be a hired killer, but he has a baritone voice. Like, needless detail just to set up the fact that they go into the opera.
He does look like he's got a baritone voice.
Yeah. Old Man River.
Hey, Joey, hold on a second. I gotta go back.
I gotta go and sing a song.
I forgot my harmonica. He's going back inside.
Well, why has that baffled him so much that he's got back out of the car?
I've never seen...
I forget stuff all the time.
I've never seen anyone get into a car and then get out of it again. That's crazy talk. Let's follow him inside.
Well, my 30 years of being a police officer, I'd never seen anything quite like it. I was stunned.
In all of my experiences, people got into cars and drove away. They never got into cars and then got out of cars again. That just seems like a world gone crazy.
This guy must be on some sort of drugs, like marijuana.
He must be up to his eyeballs in PCP. To do a crazy thing like get in a car and then get right back out of it again.
Oh, I didn't know that room service.
He has a great look, this guy.
He does. Great gun as well. It's a Colt 45.
James Bond.
I know you're here.
There's some great apartments in this movie as well.
Oh yeah. He has got a good look though. I'd like to have seen a film all about him.
Yeah. And his baritone voice. Maybe like the singing killer.
Yeah.
He comes and goes, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. The face. Gonna shoot you in the face.
I've been paid $10,000 to kill you.
Kill you right in the face. In the face.
Awesome line that Charles Bronson says to him as well.
What I don't understand is, I keep hiring you to kill people, and you spend so long singing to them that they get away. What's all that about? I have a baritone voice. It demands to be used.
Come on out.
My favourite thing is that, to confuse him, he opens the oven. That's all he does.
I was making a sandwich.
What kind?
I was making a sandwich in your shitty oven.
The thing is, though, with Charles Bronson, he probably actually was making a sandwich.
It was a lovely little sandwich with baby tomatoes and everything.
I don't want to leave before I've eaten it.
I had some Swiss cheese, some honeydew turkey. I loved every second of it.
It'd been great if they cut away when he said, I was making a sandwich, cuts to the woman smoking, then comes back and they're sitting there eating a sandwich and you go, you're right, Kersey, this is the best sandwich I've ever had. It's delicious, isn't it?
And he's like, by the way, your woman sounds like a bitch.
Don't fuck around, does he, old Paul Kersey?
No.
Oh.
He hates pot plants and ornamental glassware. I wish he'd dropped dead on my car.
You should be careful what you wish for. You fat mate.
Now, what I want to know is, right, considering he just granted her wish, why do people think Paul Kersey is the vigilante and not Aladdin's genie?
Well, how he appears out of nowhere.
And do you want to know something also funny? That guy who's holding the girl back by the car appears in the Coen Brothers movie as Wheezy Joe in Intolerable Cruelty.
Yeah?
Yep.
prolific career he's got.
And he's in this movie for 2 seconds. I love the way he just, I don't care, I'm going to walk right out the front door.
Yeah, he's on swim. But has he got a different agenda?
Is he good? Is he bad? What's going to happen? I would imagine I'm going to kill everybody. Very interesting. He has a license plate.
Oh my.
Oh my, with the license plate. Now we know he's duplicitous. Now we know he's in on it. He didn't tell him the truth. Now showing more Cannon movies.
Yeah, Runaway Train. I want to go see a Cannon film. And I want some popcorn. No, I don't.
You want some
I'm on a diet.
There was some fucking snacks. What they charge for concessions is ridiculous.
This was filmed in the movie theatre at the Cannon thing.
That's Menachem Golem sat right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
I love this movie.
Stick around. In a minute, we're going to explode some cars.
Zacharias uses an old...
Of all the places he could have sat, he could have sat next to him.
Yeah.
There's loads of empty seats.
According to my sources, Zachariah didn't think much to this movie, but so far, I'm enjoying it.
This operation feeds...
Everyone's a critic. Ha ha ha.
...of raw cocaine from South America.
I need you to go in there, Kersey, and cut me some food. What's that? What plant is this? Is it fish?
Yeah, it's fish, and they're packing the fish full of drugs or something.
First, which is a front, does in fact process fish. Mainly
Every day, all these people go to work and earn money packing drugs.
largely employing unskilled labor.
Hey, it's good work if you can get it.
It is.
The access to this area should be straightforward.
Oh, I forgot to put my gun in my lunchbox. I put a sandwich.
Damn it, it's the sandwich I was making in his apartment the other night. It's the best sandwich in the world. It's a Paul Kersey special. It's made with blood and the skin of my victims. I don't have bread. I just used 2 ears that I sliced off bad guys.
Ooh, got no hair.
Well, look at the guy who runs the X-Files. Quick, stop him. There were no aliens.
Well, that is a minute.
Yeah.
That's a shocker. You get the reference. Using that as well for wet scraping.
I suggest you go from here and find a guy by the name of Fox Mulder.
What the hell are you doing here? What section you in?
I don't know. I was just hired.
What's your name?
Davis Kidwell.
And that's how we say hello in the country where I'm come from.
The country of kick-ass. You like my lunchbox?
Hi, my name is Kimball. I punch you in the stomach.
Look at that hair on that guy.
Brian
The
May.
Muppet.
Having a Queen reunion. We are the champions. Shut the door, you're letting the music out.
You the last one, Tony? Why, you want to leave or something? You got it.
You're the last one, Tony? Why, you want to leave or something? Why do you want to leave? I'm in a van. Well, you make a good point. You better get out of here. Fuck off. But Tony's gone, everybody. Tony's gone. I'm confused. Is this shutting or opening? What's going on? Ah! I better lock it. I'm a ginger. Everybody picks on me.
Hold it.
Out the way, redhead. No, why does everybody pick on me? 'Cause I got ginger hair and I can't go out in the sun.
I'm gonna beat you to death, you ginger fuck. I love how they're automatic doors and Bronson just opens them manually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is some big fish, isn't it?
That's huge fish. He's like,
what are they pulling out of that fish's vagina?
Oh, stuffed fish. What's it fish stuffed with? With?
More fish.
But that's salmon. Wow. That fish must have died of drug overdose.
Probably went to the same hospital as the other one. That shitty hospital where they don't. Wait a minute, is everything in that jar drugs? That's a lot of drugs. I'd better shoot everything.
This is actually just a proper fish factory. That's salt.
Yeah.
And it's just going to kill everyone. Oh, it's just salt!
Moron, it's just flour for the batter. Oh, what a waste.
You don't even aim.
What a waste of a
Monson.
good fish.
You know that he went back and put a few in his lunchbox.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 for the man who nailed him.
I love that. It's $1,000 for whoever can kill him. Uh-oh, no, wait a minute. He's got a lot of explosives.
Retreat.
Run away.
He throws that and it just lands behind him. Oh, that's awesome.
Look out, they've got hair. Brian May's a terrible shot.
Yeah.
I'm better with a guitar. I don't know what I'm doing.
See, if I was you, Kirsty, I'd probably took an extra round with me.
He thinks Kirsty is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Shooting at him.
He's a ghost return.
You never let me write any songs. I have to play that Bohemian Rhapsody. It's 8 minutes long, you fucker. Every night, 8 minutes long. Any idea how tedious that is? He just goes through walloping everybody.
He's not even part of it.
They're all just like, we're unpaid workers. I don't care, there's drugs on the scene. I'm killing you all because of the drugs.
I hate those damn drugs. You go, drives past and it's the fish factory next door.
Yeah. There was Mario. Did you see Mario there?
No?
Yeah, one of Super Mario was there. He had a red t-shirt on and a red cap.
Oh, there he is.
Draw a circle around him.
Why'd you have to draw a circle around him? He knows who it is. Oh, bye.
Oh, bye. I like these list of men.
Fucked him. Fucked him.
Have yet to fuck Paul Kersey.
I know you're here to kill me. Oh, my, no. The slowest motorbike in the world on a helicopter. It's more like a fan.
Let me show you. We're manufacturing the slowest helicopter known to man. It doesn't fly, but it does sit on your garden and decapitate anyone who comes at you very slowly.
It's important. I think I know who's been giving you trouble.
Does he work for the Romeros?
Not as far as I can tell. He also killed Bob.
Then who does he work for?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe William Shatner. I don't like him.
I didn't understand why William Shatner got to be the lead of Star Trek. I wanted to be the lead.
I have far more charisma. And I've sucked far more cock.
I'm leaving now, Mr. Kersey.
I wanted my own starship. And when I got it, I was hardly in the movie.
He goes to the USS Excelsior and everybody, you see his crew.
Or just like blowing each other.
In hot pants oiled up. Oh my.
Cuts back to Enterprise, the chat and just goes, Jesus. Right, what were we doing?
Blow it out of the sky.
Fire! But it's one of our own ships. I don't care.
I just wanted to drop by and see how you're doing.
I love this
We
bit.
didn't have a chance to say hello the
It's
other
my
night
favourite bit,
at
I think.
Frank Boggs' place.
I just wonder why you're always drawing at night. It's bad for your eyesight. It's why you have to wear those big glasses. Let me make your eyes better for
made
you
a lot
with a
of people
bullet.
Especially Ed Zacharias. He asked me to deliver his message of distress personally.
You work for Ed Zacharias?
Being a cop's too dangerous. I want to take an early retirement, and he pays well.
No, just top 40 action films of all time is on Channel 5 at the minute.
Nice. What's the winner?
Nothing at the minute. It's been finished for a while, but somebody's just put on there that Charlie's Angels is rated higher than The Raid.
What?
You can make this scene real.
What?
I knew they'd get it wrong.
The Raid should be in the top 5.
So I'm taping it at the minute. I'm taping it, so I'll have a flick through it.
Just so we can scream at it.
Yeah.
It can be very, very nasty.
I love this bit when he just kills him.
Oh. Don't fuck with an architect. Okay. Oh my.
I like being penetrated by something hard, but that's ridiculous.
Oh, it went over my chest. Oh my!
I like that the detective in this is as cool as Kersey.
This is your favorite gang war.
I'd have liked it if it was played by Ed Lauter from Death Wish 3.
Or Michael Moriarty. He's got a Michael Moriarty look about him.
Yeah. It's the hair. It's the jacket.
Look at the jacket. The jacket's all amazing.
Yeah.
Love the way the other guy looks at him as if to say, God, he's going to get all upset now because his partner's been shot in the chest. What a pansy.
But, he was a cunt. Fuck that guy.
You see this picture of this guy on my wall? I don't know who he is. It was here when I moved into the office. Him and the guy above him. What a pair of twats.
Handsome pair. I keep the pictures up to remind myself that's what I want to look like.
I'm going to have my own picture mounted. I'm going to have it mounted above your wife's bed. There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm the chief, goddammit. I'm Lieutenant Higuero.
You're going to have a black and white picture of me above your marital bed until the day you die.
As soon as you ejaculate, you look at my picture and you salute it. You understand me?
You salute me. You gotta salute me.
See that picture you see behind me? That's my certificate. You know what that means? It means I can make a pizza properly. You understand me?
I got a pizza certificate from the University of Pizza in Des Moines. They don't make good pizza in Des Moines. They make great pizza in Des Moines.
I like wafting my finger. No, I don't.
I like drinking my beer out of a fruity flute glass.
Get the champagne glasses. Are we having champagne? No, we're having beer. I like his hair.
His hair's great, isn't it? It's kind of like a less... It's a sort of shorter version of Patrick Swayze's Dalton mullet.
Yeah.
Jack.
I want to touch your tits. Look at his hand. I want to touch your tits.
I'm sitting here with... I'm sitting here with... Is it Tony Grieco?
Yeah. Tony Grieco. Richard Grieco.
Richard Grieco, that's it, sorry. Sat here with Richard Grieco.
Sat here with a fucking teen agent.
5 o'clock.
You mean the guy from the Karate Kid?
Oh, that's Ralph Macchio. Also very handsome. Now, what should we do about Indiana Jones? Oh, Andy.
They have your father. He's in the belly of that steel beast.
Oh.
Where were you from, Salah? Wales, originally. Would you like some cheese on toast?
I'm from Wales.
Would you like some leeks with that, boyo?
Come from the valley.
We keep a welcome in. I love all these guys. I love hoods in suits. Just guys they've hired just to step out of cars with guns and suits. I would have loved to have been one of those guys. I see the men warehouse had a sale.
My plan worked. They're all here.
Now let's see how long they can stare at each other before one of them whips it out.
Yeah, I've worked it out that they will have a staring contest.
See, if he had that gun in part 5, it would have been so much better.
It's a good gun, isn't it?
It's a great gun. What I also like is he's in no way hidden whatsoever by that bush. And when they go, it's a trap, instead of all of them going after the sniper, they just go after each other.
Yeah, his plan worked. He knew that he was taking on idiots.
I see that you are still wearing your pants incredibly high. That is right. I learnt it from Hannibal Smith in the 80s.
What? Don't listen to that trash, Jack. He's just trying to mop his way out of it.
I'm going to shoot him. He's loud and annoying.
You're the one trying to screw us over.
God damn it, Jack. Can't you see? That's exactly what he wants you to think.
You're lying. Think we're crazy?
Shut your mouth, teenager.
Richard Grieco, you're never too young to die. No, that's John Stamos, not Richard Grieco. I'll get it right one day.
Oh, my friends working to a T.
They keep confusing Richard Grieco with every other actor from the 80s who isn't very popular anymore.
Oh, nice dive.
Wasn't he in Gremlins? That was Zach Galligan. Oh, I'm no good at this.
I hate this game.
I'm gonna hide behind this hill. I love the guy who jumps down and then just falls over. Oh no!
Yeah, Zacharias is just like looking at. We're playing hide and seek. I need somewhere to hide.
You need to give me more time. You have to count to 100 before you make the barrels explode.
So what is this like? It's just like the. What's this actually pumping? Why is nobody there working?
It's drilling oil, but it's on a Sunday. I love this bit. I would
where's the guy who pays us?
Billy. It's like Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe.
Is he moving? Looks like he's walking towards him. Looks like me when I'm playing Call of Duty. Shit.
Shoot him in the head. No.
Oh, nice shoes. I'm gonna shoot him and take his shoes.
Normally they would cost me $45. I get them for the cost of a bullet.
How much is a bullet? $55. Shit.
It's a very expensive gun. I love the music at this point. Billy! No, he's left you, mate.
Yeah,
you are shit out of luck, as they say. Look at the way that guy died. I want to die like that with my leg all the way over like that. That's fantastic.
It looked like he died scissoring someone.
Yeah.
Oh, don't he just like the coolest motherfucker?
I know. I love that shot. Are you slightly aroused by the sight of oil rigs going up and down, up and down?
Yeah, it's quite sexual.
Does your erection last longer than 4 hours? If so, buy a bloody great big gun and shoot some mothers.
Who are you? I'm the guy that.
I'm the waiter.
What?
You didn't tip me very well. And you killed this girl, but really it's for the tip.
I do.
I do. And also, you didn't tip me the requirement of 15%, you son of a bitch.
I love the way he throws it over his shoulder like he's going golfing.
Yeah, but this is his golf, isn't it?
I just got a hole in one.
Kersey last night. Zacharias and the Romeros were playing war over in the oil field.
Ooh, we were playing golf.
Pairs of those slime bags killed each other. The way I see it, they saved the taxpayers.
Real war or like Call of Duty?
He's threatening to sue us.
He wears a three-piece suit. Look at that right there.
I'm telling you, Kersey's our man. I feel it.
He doesn't know whether to do up his waistcoat or do up his jacket.
Yeah, be good if he buttoned his waistcoat to his jacket. Oh shit! Look what you made me do.
The guy in the background looks like he could be Q.
Yeah.
Now listen, 007.
Pay attention, 007.
If you press this button, her blouse falls off. It's a new invention we've created.
Golf course at the White Towers about 8.
I think it's great because it goes from this. Thank you for what you've done, Mr. Kersey. You've done wonders for the drug trade. Then all of a sudden he's like, fuck yeah! Slapping people around the face.
Yeah, he suddenly takes a lesson from the Steven Seagal school of Goomba acting. Hello and welcome to the Steven Seagal school of Goomba acting. Hey, pay attention, I'll slap you around the face. Wake up, I'm teaching you how to act all Italiano here. Come on now.
Hey, Mama, it's Mother's Day.
Where's Wade? I'm to take you to him.
And to put you in this car and have you blown up.
Important business to take care of.
I could have shot you in the head, but instead let's try and blow you up. It's less conspicuous. Cars explode all the time. People don't get shot in the head all the time. You clearly haven't lived in my life. Hey! He's going into another car. I've never seen anything like that before.
You forgot me.
I want to get in the blue car. I don't like being here alone.
Well, while I'm here, I'll see what's in the mini fridge.
He looks genuinely scared, though, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. It's really, you don't know what's
I think because they've really locked him in a car with a bomb. That's what's actually happened. They've really done that.
He just
for
looks
real.
at the note.
He's like, I want to do all my own stunts. And they're like, really? We're going to lock you in a car with a bomb? It's absolutely fine. I'll find a way out.
I'm a method actor. I played shit scared really well.
Yeah, they didn't think of that, did they?
Dicks.
They could have just shot him in the head.
Did you put normal glass in there? Yep. Good explosion.
Very good explosion.
What he could have done was, instead of putting a bomb in there, he could have just flicked a stone at the bumper.
Yeah.
And made it blow up, wouldn't it?
Yeah. As long as a car brushes against something in an 80s movie, it explodes. I like this whole attempt at like a twist in the plot as well.
Yeah, apparently Charles Bronson liked the twist.
He was a man of discerning taste, you can tell by the movies he did.
I thought the twist was very good.
Private property. I want to see Nathan White.
Mr. White is not available.
He is to me.
Nathan White is not available. He is to me. I have a gun. Take me to the old man.
But he has a gun.
I love this old guy. Now, excuse me, what is all this hullabaloo? I'm just about to shoot up some crack.
I've ordered hookers. Would you like one? I've got one with rather big tits.
We're going to sit around and watch Russ Meyer movies and get high.
What people don't realise is that that's what me and you are like in Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid HQ, who sit around wearing those jackets.
Yeah, we do. That's exactly what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. Pulled over by the cozzers.
Now, I would have noticed straight away because they don't read him his rights.
Yeah.
Have you seen the guy in the window who's clearly watching the filming?
Yeah.
Who just sat down and went, I'm going to watch Chuck Brunson get arrested right outside of my house.
See, if you didn't know that the film was taking place and this was made now, on Twitter you'd see, fuck, Charles Bronson's just been arrested outside my apartment.
Here's the cell phone footage.
What for?
Murder?
Who is it I'm supposed to kill?
I love the way they try to do it behind his thing, and he's like, no, I'm going to turn around, and you're going to have to... And he looks down at him like, oh, they're really handcuffs. It's cool what he does, though, in the back of the car.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't part of the script. This was... Charles Bronson was driving home.
Yeah.
And they actually pulled him over.
2 fake Rozzers.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're taking me downtown, why are we going west?
Why don't you just shut up?
We're taking you to West Downtown. To West Town?
We didn't say we were taking you Downton Abbey. No, downtown.
I like Downton Abbey. I asked the producers if I could be in Downton Abbey and shoot some people. All those stiff upper lip Brits need to be shot in the face. I love how one of them's holding a gun, and instead of turning around and shooting him, he's put off by some air coming into the car through the window. Like, that's what puts him off. There's some air. So he starts going, oh, I can't cope with the wind that's coming in through the car as we drive 30 miles an hour around a residential neighborhood.
Oh, chilly. It's very chilly now.
I can't shoot him in the face. Too busy concerned with the window being open.
I like it as well. How come that didn't blow up?
Yeah.
I mean, that perfectly placed ramp went over another car and it didn't blow up.
Well, if it's got your leading man in it, it doesn't blow up. Until he walks away, then it's allowed to blow up.
Where he just throws a brick at it.
Yeah. Bit of dust.
Yeah.
I'm going to check if my car's got a bomb in it. I'm going to sneeze over here and see if it lands on him.
Why are you trying to save him, Paul?
This was so cumbersome. They really should have just cut all this. We would have understood that he'd got the keys eventually. Now, which one is it?
No.
I'm going to take these handcuffs home for that woman that I haven't seen the whole movie, even though we're dating.
She's still waiting in the cinema, waiting for the date. Ooh, gun. I'm going to keep this gun.
I can never have enough guns.
Sitting, hair out of place, smoking a cigar, wearing a jacket.
Most of Zacharias' street dealers are ready to work for us. Romero boys are breaking our balls, but don't worry, we'll push them in line. We want our first shipment in a couple of days.
Is that a wig? That's got to be a wig, right?
I think it's his hair, and they've just put a shitload of cocaine in it.
Right. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is slap him about the face, and then knee him in the... And then when this guy comes in, slap him as well. People like to be slapped.
They see it as a sign of affection.
They see it as a beautiful sign of bondship. Did you see the fact that Seagal had recounted what he said about Putin?
Yeah, I wonder how long it'd be.
Yeah, Seagal's crazy already caught up with him, and he issued a statement to say that I didn't say he was one of the great world leaders. I said he was one of the world's great leaders. The distinction is lost on everybody but me. And then I said, I didn't say I wanted to move to Russia. I love the United States. I've been a policeman there for 40 years. That's what he said in the statement.
Yeah. I realised what I said, and I realised I was putting my foot in it. Did you see what I did there? Steven Seagal, stand-up comedian now.
The funny thing is I think he probably said it on like Russian TV or Ukrainian TV or something, and then was like, Johnny, I didn't realise they had the internets, and that when I say something on a TV show in Russia, everybody can see it on the internets.
What the fuck is a translator?
Does that mean they saw me doing that crazy dance too, Johnny?
I didn't dance either.
I'd love it if he just kept trying to dispel myths about him. I never did any sex trafficking. I never ate a whole giraffe.
What about the puppy? I killed the puppy.
I did kill the puppy. I didn't think people would mind. People don't like puppies.
I had cigar vision, and that dog was going to grow up and kill a child.
That dog was dealing crack cocaine.
It was Snoop Doggy Dog. No, it wasn't. It was just a dog.
It's just a puppy. Snoop Dogg is not a real dog. He's not Snoop Dogg anymore, is he? Snoop Lion.
Yeah.
I am not descended from aliens. My favorite food is not the donut.
You killed a cop, Kersey.
This beard is natural colored.
I've never, ever lost a single hair on the top of my head.
In fact, I've grown more than I had when I was 30 years old.
He was going to kill me.
What for?
Your partner knew I was setting up Ed Zacharias and the Romeros to kill each other.
Yeah, I liked it that he had to issue a statement because it's crazy he finally got up with him.
That whole thing at the office.
Well, his own fault. You can't go there spouting off in public.
When your partner found out, he told
I wonder why he didn't deny that he thought the school shootings were made up by the president.
I
love my country, except the government they chose to elect. I hate the government. I hate the government because they want to feed poor people. They don't need to feed poor people. They should just give poor people guns, Johnny.
I said to the president, I said, give the poor people guns. They can go in, rob them, get food that way, and I can go and arrest them. Keep me in a job.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
See what you didn't know. You made another one of my girls get kidnapped.
The best joke that we had online this week, I think it was David Nowacki who said that when Seagal was talking about Putin, really he thought he was talking about poutine. I really like poutine.
I've come here for pudding. Not pudding, it's Putin. Oh, Jesus.
I love the way he just smacks him with the phone.
Yeah.
And punches him around the face. Why has he got a magic eye portrait of Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah. Those glasses that he wears, you put those on.
There we go. Behind the fridge, I keep my rocket launcher. Look at that arsenal. Why wouldn't he have that in his new house?
In the new one?
In part 5, yeah. I hope they never reboot this.
If I get the role of Paul Kersey, I'd go and see it. I think I could take up Paul Kersey's role. Or Jason Statham. Shit's gonna get real now. I wonder why it finished in a car.
What do you mean, dude?
Of all the places they go to, like the car lot, does it finish? I can't remember. It finishes. It's a fucking huge remote control.
I was just very, very close to the camera. So, what do you think of Statham doing The Mechanic 2?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
I mean, I would have rather he had done Transformers 4 and 5, Transporter 4 and 5, than The Mechanic 2.
I really enjoyed The Mechanic.
No, I loved The Mechanic, but I don't know that it needs a sequel, does it?
No, that story was kind of finished, but obviously the script's coming and it's good. You don't just make any. I mean, the Transporter 4 script must have been done. Somebody must have written a Transporter.
No, they've done 4, 5, and 6. They're just going to recast it.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know why you would want to see a Transporter film without him in it.
Has he said that he won't do any more Transporter films then?
Yeah, he's not signed up for them.
Well, they must have offered him to him, and I would think that the paycheck must be high for them because they made money. So I would say that the script's not very good.
Yeah, probably.
I think he's probably got a bit more picky.
I think Crank 3 rather than the Mechanic 2, personally.
I think it's only a matter of time. I hope, anyway. I hope Crank 3 gets done.
Was there a badge on that van that said, I love New Wave?
Yeah, Bronson loves New Wave. He's also,
Are all these guys also moonlighting as like a rock band?
Yeah.
During the day, we shoot up cars with machine guns. At night, I like to play a mean boogie-woogie piano.
Yeah, these are the guys who did the song for Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
Nice. And also Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan, the darkest side of the night. The darkest side of the night. What I like about that is he blows up the van. She could have been in the van.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? You dumb
What are you doing? She was in the van!
With your 5 scarps. And you got his scarps.
What I also like is they have a movie in which both gang bosses are left by their second-in-commands driving away from them.
I like this. This film shouldn't be called. It should be called Death Wish 4. No loyalty.
Yeah, Death Wish 4. Driving away from your boss. Quick, down to the roller disco.
I don't want to miss the final dance.
What is it with this film and like dodgems, pinball arcades, and fucking roller discos?
I think it's trying to appeal to the youth of the day.
Right.
I think it's like,
by casting a 68-year-old man in the lead.
Yeah. Have you seen the Death Wish 4 film? No, why? What's in it? Arcades.
See?
Roller skating. Yeah.
Knew it. Did he say roller disco? I want to go have a look at this.
I'm done with that shit.
Where's the girl?
Have you heard me sing Xanadu? Here in Xanadu.
This would be fucking brilliant if one of us in these sort of roller skates.
Yeah. As he turns the corner here, he suddenly comes out on roller skates in like a white taffeta ball gown, singing Xanadu. Here in Xanadu.
Head there now.
It's got that guy saying, "You'll never believe this." Because she's got roller skates on.
And he seems to be singing Xanadu. Is that a racial slur?
I like it. He's trying to show the danger of it by showing the actual roller skates and hearing the noise. You're supposed to think, God, it's dangerous out there.
Yeah. It's hard out there for a pimp in roller skates.
Yeah. Popcorn.
They haven't sold any of that popcorn then. It must be steak.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I was going to eat that.
That was going to be my dinner and my breakfast. I live alone. I don't bother to cook anything. Although chicken, I do like chicken.
I do like chicken bones.
Have you got any stew? I'll go put a tie on.
Damn good shot. Paul Kersey, not a fan of arcade machines. No, he runs the arcade machine over the other side of town. Decapitates a group of youngsters with that.
They should all break into like Electric Boogaloo, because wasn't that a Cannon movie?
I think so, yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme should be there dancing.
Yes, look at me. I'm dancing, don't you see? I am Jean-Claude Van Damme. I will be your happy man.
Shoot 'em all, Kersey.
In my roller skates, I'm a smarty. I will kill you with karate. Run away if you dare. I have wonderful mullet hair. Shut up, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or I'm going to shoot you in the face. Such confused by what's going on. What are all these people doing? What are all these people doing? Why do they have rollerblades for feet? What's going on? Why have they got wheels? Why don't I have any wheels? Can I kill them? Are they human? Are they animal?
That's it. Ends on it, isn't it?
Dramatic lighting on the roller disco of death.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever.
I can't see you because of all these coloured lights. Now that I'm evil, my quiver's gone crazy. I preferred you when you slicked back your hair. He looks like he looks like Hannibal Smith in a disguise. Now listen here, slime balls. You work for me! I'll shoot you in the face!
This is awesome, man.
Bronson's like, I can't see anything, I've gone blind. All the dry ice and the light, I can't see a thing.
Ooh, this man behind me. Bang, and then...
Shoot, then duck.
Yep.
Never hits him. Never once.
Let's go outside.
Let's get out of this bloody disco.
I had a terrible time there. I didn't get to finger anyone.
Best thing I like to do at the roller disco is get a good fingering in.
Yes, I just said to her. I'll finger you if it's the last thing I do. Stop! The guy out of there with all those lights, I couldn't see shit. Oh, somebody's shooting at me.
Thank you for doing that. She could not have survived to the end of the movie.
We didn't kill the bitch.
It's not allowed.
She's going down. I told you.
Oh no, she fell on her ketchup collection.
I warned you, I tell her!
Blow him up, go on.
I tell her!
Has anybody got any marshmallows?
I hope she's still warm.
It's not necrophilia if she's still warm.
Hold it, Kersey. Put down the gun.
It's not a gun, is it? It's a fucking rocket launcher and a gun.
I would have laughed if he blew her up as well. And then just blew him up. Just danced away.
Yeah.
Charles Bronson.
God damn it!
How ironic that this time I killed my girlfriend.
I did love this ending, though. I thought it was very, very cool. It was the best way to end it, where he's just like, whatever you have to do. And then this guy's just like, not the saxophone. I hate the saxophone. Maybe I'll kill the saxophone player instead of Paul Kersey.
I really wonder where Kersey goes now, doesn't it?
Off for a pint.
Yeah.
I've heard of a nice knocking shop over the bridge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go knock my boots.
I'd love to go and have sex with a Chinese midget.
Billy Zane's dad there, production manager. That's Robert Downey Jr. before he was popular.
Yakov.
Yeah, he's Yakov Smirnov's friend.
Robert England.
Robert O'Ragland. He's done a lot of great soundtracks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's done a lot of soundtracks.
Yeah.
That's Ronald McDonald's brother.
Yeah. Charles Bronson.
Kay Lenz, she invented the lens.
Yeah. Terry Lopez. Jennifer Lopez's before she had the sex change.
Soon Tech O, that's the same noise you make if you stub your toe on a low slung coffee table.
Soon Tech O.
Tom Everett, that's Everett Scott's friend.
Lashman 1, Gary Rooney.
Owen Keyes, he invented the keys.
Gary Rooney, that's Mickey Rooney's.
Connie Hare, she invented hair.
Linda Bukowski.
Yeah, that's Charles Bukowski's wife. Gretchen Bryn, that's Gretchen Moll's wife. Robert Axelrod, he invented the rod and the axle. Art Frankel, that's Art Garfunkel's cousin.
Yeah, Bobby Burns, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bobby Burns. Burns. Ted White, he's black, which is ironic. Emily Rice, she hates Chinese food.
Yeah, Richard Haas, a small Willie.
Tom Newworth, he's Bebe Newworth's illegitimate son.
Mark X Heiner, I don't know what the X stands for, probably Xavier.
Or X-rated. It's Mark X-rated Heine. He walks around with the buttocks of his trousers cut out.
Michael Koo.
Christopher Hagar, he's related to Hagar the Horrible. Dennis Hansen, Gunnar Hansen's brother. Robert Wisniewski, he wishes he'd Nevski'd. Christopher J. Not a Thomas. He's in fact a Christopher. He's not a Thomas at all.
In Some Brazil and the Hunger, written arranged and performed by Michael Bishop.
Which is odd because he's actually a reverend.
Yeah. He goes by a different pasture type thing. Special thanks to Norm Marshall.
And the Nadal partnership included. Now, the Nadal, it's like a dreidel, only less exciting. Instead of spinning, it just sits there, and it's sort of painted like a face.
If you get to the end, you go, Death Wish 4, The Crackdown. Oh, it was a Cannon film.
Yeah.
No wonder it was batshit crazy.
Yeah. And it's The Crackdown because it's all about crack.
Yeah. I don't like women. So I go for the crackdown.
And that lion there that we just saw at the very end with the MGM logo, he was high on 8 balls. And there we go. That was our 2nd anniversary episode where we watched Death Wish 4, The Crackdown.
The Crackdown.
The Crackdown, my friend, which is available now at all good cocaine dens and roller derbies. Yes. So please hunt that out. And I think that if you run a roller derby or a roller disco, because there are still some around in towns where not very much else goes on, you can go down there, and I would suggest they carry Death Wish 4 to rent at all good roller derbies, because really it does wonderful things for the roller disco trade.
Yeah, I've never ever been to a roller derby without watching Death Wish 4 first, and it's never been as exciting as the one in Death Wish 4. An aged man with a moustache has never chased another aged man with a moustache, in some sort of bitter drug feud.
Yeah.
Which I've always found quite upsetting.
But I did like... what I like to do is, instead of going to roller derbies, I like to just close my eyes while watching Death Wish 4 and imagine that I'm there.
Yeah, I've gone in before with like a large machine gun stroke rocket launcher, and I keep getting chucked out, and I was like, but Charles Bronson did it. Maybe it's because I've not got the same leather jacket on.
No, you do need the leather jacket to complement the whole look.
Yeah, I've always found that.
But I hope everybody has liked that episode.
And I hope Melinda's liked that episode.
I hope Melinda's listened to it and has wept herself to sleep knowing how wrong she is about everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with that, sir, I have to call it a day. Thank you very much, sir. I enjoyed that immensely.
Me too. A happy second birthday, sir.
Yes, happy second birthday to you, sir. Have a slice of cake on me.
Oh,
my.
Oh, my. Battenberg.
That's my favourite cake, Johnny. It's got all 3 food groups. It's got marzipan, sponge cake, and jam. They're the 3 food groups. That's got fruit in it, Johnny. That's a health food.
That's part of my favourite day. The other 2 things I need to have is bison.
Bison, lard, and butter. Lots of butter. All right, man.
Right.
Take it easy. Speak soon, sir.
Speak to you later.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There are men, and then there are second unit podcast men. The podcast you've just been listening to is part of the Second Unit Podcast Network. Find all of our shows at 2upn.blogspot.com or on Facebook under the Second Unit Podcast Network. Our fantastic list of shows include Drunk on VHS, We Came from the Basement, No Budget Nightmares, The After Movie Diner, Dr. Action and the Kick-Ass Kid, and Bloodbaths and Boomsticks. Take one podcast into the shower. Don't be a blithering idiot, Alan. We can give you the multiple podcast cleansing system all in one place that your hair deserves. Our programming is available across all platforms, from iTunes to Podomatic, TalkShoe to Stitcher, so you have absolutely no excuse. Listen today, and a free naked person of your choice will be shipped from Thailand to your door in a matter of weeks. The Second Unit Podcast Network, bringing you the action and leaving the boring stuff to the other guys. Bloody hell. Who does a girl have to blow around here to get a decent beverage?